What is up, VIP? What is up? It is Tammy coming to you live tonight at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. It is September Saturday night. We're having a little deep thoughts, right? Let me get this off my watch here. So I'm giving you all a few moments to jump on. I want to say hello to everybody. We've been changing things up a little bit. Like I said, we had put we put What's Up Wednesday to bed, right? We put What's Up Wednesday to bed, but we are 100% doing some new and different things, right? So just do me a favor. So as you jump on here, say hello, tell me where you're watching from. And to get a card tonight, you see is say hello and tag a friend in the comments. So that's the first thing you need to do tonight. So say hi. I do have comments up. We're going to take that down. Just say hi as you jump in here. Tell me where exactly you're watching from. I am live in a couple of places tonight. We are going to be I am actually live in YouTube, and I'm live in the VIP as well. So let's see. We have Hi Love. I'm not sure who that is. It just says Facebook user. It's not telling me who you are. So say hello and tag a friend in the comments. I've got some little natty thing. What's up? It's Sue. I know it's Sue. She's watching from Pennsylvania. So what is up, Sue? So here's the deal, right? Y'all know, like if you've been in the VIP for a while, do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. Tell me, how long have you been in the VIP? Like, have you been in the VIP for like a minute, or you been in the VIP for like I'm a lifer. I've been here for a while. Because here's the deal, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I have my eyes are so bad lately. Here's the deal, right? I was doing something over Denver, Colorado. What's up? Doing something over quarantine and doing something over COVID for myself is that I enrolled in a class with My Mystical Lives, and it was for late bloomers developing your intuition, right? How to use your intuition, how to like lean in and listen to your angels, guides, and helpers, and kind of like trust your instincts. So again, if you've been here for like a hot minute, you know all of this. We've talked about it. We've done cards before, but this month in October is the first month and the first time that I have been like brave enough and like felt like I was ready to actually be a guest reader in that community. And so I admire the community. They're a great community, and I don't want to be a hot mess express over there. So I feel like they call it a practice for a reason, right? So I thought I would come here tonight and practice a little bit, and so that I could get, it's a fantastic class. I took it. Yeah, I took that class back last year, and so I'm a part of that community. So I'm excited to be able to do that, and I'm trying to start developing a few of my own classes because I feel like I get enough feedback from this group, individuals in this group. What's up, Amanda? That I think I'm ready to take the next step into trying to help others in some shape, fashion, or form. And some of you have been invited to my Hometown Hippies page. Some of you haven't. I've posted it. If you're interested in learning more about it, let's have a conversation. Some people I've talked to you about it, but it is a secondary business that I have, which a lot of you already know about. I've talked to you about it extensively, but so we are expanding the Hometown Hippie Party with Tammy kind of experience going forward. And I feel like, the universe, and when you rely on your intuition. So tell me here in the comments, right? So tell me in the comments, you're grateful for a card message. That's great. Can you do me a favor? Whoever said that, can you tell me your name? Because I don't have StreamYard doesn't have access apparently to tell me your name. So just tell me your name and tell me where you're watching from, somebody I'm talking to. Yes, let's practice. I love it. So here's what's going to happen tonight, right? So I have 3 decks. I have they're oracle cards, right? I have Believe in Your Magic, which I love these cards. There's witches card, princesses, and mermaid cards in there. I have an Archangel Power Tarot card. And I have my daily crystal affirmation cards, which these decks I felt the more it's Tammy. Okay, perfect, Tammy, great. I got you, girl. I got you. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on. So I tell you all the time, like I come here and I usually have my Sunday sermons, or I have my little deep thoughts with Tammy Nelson. I 100% believe in. Here's the thing, but here's what you do. The cards are not what you need to believe in, right? It's the message. It's the message that your angels, guides, and helpers are bringing forth that the universe wants you to see, right? I've got you. So I need y'all to do me a favor. Just do me a quick favor. I want you to tag a friend in the comments. Right, we're gonna tag a friend in the comments, and we're gonna pull some cards. But it's all about the intention. So whenever I go to pull a card for you, it is more about me saying, let me align with your energy, right? I tap into like I envision you, right? It's kind of how this works. I envision you, and I'm like, let me think about Amanda, right? I put you in my heart and in my mind. And then I ask to be able to ask my angels, guides, and helpers to give me a message that is meant for you. And then the card gives me the prompt that I need to know what message it is. And here's the thing, like there could be a million messages, but the card kind of gives us the message you need at that moment through me, right? I'm the person to give you this message at this moment in this time. And I don't pick it. I don't. And sometimes it comes clearly. Sometimes I'm like, I got to pull a secondary card to figure out what it means, but I'm learning, right? But the key is this, right? And like you see a million and one people, like lately, and I've been noticing that. I'm like, and that's kind of like where I'm at in my job. I'm like, am I one of those people? Right? We all have those doubts and those second guesses. And my husband is like, not into this kind of stuff. It's not his thing. He believes in reincarnation, things like that, but he's not all he's like, if you believe in it, baby, do you? He's never like yucked my yum about it. But he said something the other day what I thought was kind of profound about something. And it was funny how he said it, but I knew exactly what he meant because he's my person, right? So he said, you need to understand. I was like, because I start getting in my head and I start second guessing myself, and I have all the same anxieties and all the things that you ladies do. I promise you, 100% I do. Um, I'm gonna get you one. I promise y'all I am. So I will definitely get y'all all cards. I promise. But what he said was, he's like, yeah. He's like, a lot of people like want to, understand this and they want to work with it. He's like, but you will make an ass of yourself and not even mind that you do it. Like you will put your own you'll be the first one to speak for the crowd. Like you'll step up and you'll be the light in the group. That's what he was saying. Like he's like, a lot of people like you have no problem walking into a karaoke bar and he says going up there and like breaking out Ice Ice Baby or something like that because it makes the vibration in the room lift. Like everybody has fun once you kind of like make everybody know that it's okay just to be you. And so I am learning to lean into that, right? But it's a constant struggle because the universe also like I pray for patience, so it gives me an opportunity to be patient, right? Because I want to know exactly how my gift is going to help the world. I definitely want to know exactly how this is going to work, that is going to work, this is going to work, that is going to work. And it's not for me to know, right? So my thing is to be able to give in and understand that everything is a divine time and that everything's going to work out. And the more I come to, everyone here, you're my heart mission. And, the universe rewards me for saying, continue to fight the good fight, right? Go out and give your message because the other day I was in the bathroom and I had to talk and I said the things that came to mind and I pulled a crystal card. Like strangely enough, it's like, go pull a crystal card. It'll all make sense. And the two girls who never get to watch me live were just like, I needed this today. So I need to get back to core source that, it matters when it matters. So let's do this. I am going to pull a card for, I'm going to tell you the order I'm going to go in and why I'm going to go in the order, okay? Only because Gina and Amanda, I pull cards for you quite often, and I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to pull your cards. But I'm going to pull Sue a card and Tammy Ammon a card first tonight. I felt like they needed to go first, okay? So don't just hold tight. You're going to get your card, I promise. So do me a favor tonight, okay? And this is what Amanda just said. She said, I would love to do karaoke with you. It would be a blast. So I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to do me a favor and tell me what would be your karaoke song. What would be your karaoke song? And Tammy Ammon is who I'm going to read for now in Denver, Colorado. Tammy, you can pick. I'm going to let you pick your deck because it'll be a little bit of intuitive pick for you too, right? You can pick the Arc Archangel Tarot cards. This is what these look like. You can pick deck 1, which is the Archangels. You can pick deck 2, which is Believe in Your Magic, which is my new deck, which I think is really pretty. I love the art in that one. And you see how I'm like, you should pick this one, right? Sue, down in Mississippi by Sugarland. I love it. Sue can sing too, y'all, or the Daily Crystal Cards, deck 3. So you can pick your deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. So everybody will have that option. So think about which deck you would want. So Tammy Ammett just picked deck 1, deck 2, or deck 3. So this is 3 Let's see, 1, 2, and 3. Which deck is speaking to you? Because I want you to have. I know Tammy's. I love to watch her. She does readings as well, y'all. So you should follow Tammy. Good one, Amanda. Total eclipse of the heart. I don't know. I can't think of how Down in Mississippi by Sugarland goes. Deck 2. Okay. Deck 2. I love it. Now it's funny enough that I'm gonna leave this because this is a hopper. I don't know why I started steering this, but this is a hopper. So here's this one was for me, Tammy. You'll appreciate this. So for some reason I had my hands on the crystal cards. And I always get a little like jitters, like I feel like it's like my anxiety kind of wells up on it right before I start. And I had pulled out some crystal quartz earlier, clear quartz, and this is the card that popped out for me, and it says to get crystal clear. So that means I need to take a moment, y'all. We're gonna do what I tell y'all to do all the time, right? Okay. Here's how. Okay, so we're gonna smell the birthday cake, blow out the candle. We're gonna take a couple deep breaths, couple cleansing breaths, as I call it, my angels, guides, and helpers. Just take some deep breaths, inhale the good, exhale the bad, sniff the birthday cake, blow out the candle, whatever kind of like float your boat. All right, Tammy Amit, you got homeward. Homeward. It says take yourself out on a date. Now here's the thing, like I love the art in these cards, and my camera is not the most effective camera, but aren't these the art on this is amazing, right? And this is showing, like, for me, it is kind of like the perfect day, right? It's beautiful outside, everything's blooming, the birds are chirping, you've got a cup of coffee, it's like it's just a beautiful day, right? And it says homeward, take yourself out on a date. And I think this is about, like, wanting to be a light for others, but you can't do that without having a full battery. So taking care of yourself and going out and treating yourself to things is something that you need to do. Now this is number 42, and I'm going to see which card this is. I think this might be a witch card. um it's take yourself out on a date. Yeah, so this is what I was feeling. It was saying that basically you need to take a second, right? Take a moment and slow things down. It says it's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. And all of us on this intuitive journey, or on this spiritual journey, or on this world journey, is this and this timeline and all the things, right? I feel like we really do, and that's one of the lessons that I've been learning this week. I told you, like, this came up first, crystal clear. So I feel like we need to stop and be able to, before we make that next move, right? That next money move, that next big thing, because you have all these different, like, ideas, right? Tell me if give me some confirmation, because I feel like it's like you have a million and one ways that you want to, like, make the next step, like make the next move, and they all seem great, and you're not sure which one to do, right? And you feel like excited about it all. Maybe I'm talking about myself. I don't know. I feel like we're very much akin on this, and yeah. So it's basically saying that, get clear and take a moment to take yourself out and realize, here's the thing, that a lot of the things you're thinking about are good for other people, but which one of those things are good for you? So whatever your next step in this whole journey of whatever is, this is telling me that, yeah, you need to slow down, take a pause, and you need to focus on the things that are going to be to your highest purpose too, right? When we hold that space of love and light and energy, sometimes we hold it for everybody else, but we also have to take a moment and stop and be able to hold it for ourselves, right? Because how do we hold energy or hold intent or hold light for anyone else until we are, ourselves kind of that beam? So that is what that's what I'm getting for you tonight, Miss Tammy M. And I do appreciate you so very much. And this card is just saying all of that, right? It's kind of like it's also kind of interesting to me, because now the symbolism, once all the message came through, if you look at that, you see that's a little winding path. So it's kind of like, You can stand here, take a moment in before you have to go down that winding journey, right? Before you take that journey down that winding path, take a moment, be silent and stop and realize what where your where your heart lies with it, right? Where it is that you are going to be the most happy, and that is not selfish, right? Maybe doing something that's to your highest benefit that is not to someone else's. Here's the thing: I say you can always benefit yourself without kind of shitting on other people, but you're completely in line to do what is best for you when it hurt, because that's the option. So that's what I'm getting for you. So thank you so much. Now, we told you you could pick between decks 1, 2, and 3, and that's this. I love this deck. I think it's just beautiful, and that is the artwork is just so pretty. But I mean, there's artwork and stuff on the other cards. Like I said, this card jumped out, right? That was the clear quartz, and it was basically get crystal clear, and it's like stop, right? And I felt like that really went with her. Sometimes you get the qualifier, you don't even know, it just happens, right? You do your thing. So next we're gonna have Miss Sue. So Sue, if you can pick between deck 1, which is going to be our Archangel cards, deck 2, which was the Believe in Your Own Magic, and then deck 3, which is our Crystal Oracle Affirmation Daily, card. Pick whichever deck you would like, and we will get your card. And I'm glad that makes sense because I think that is something that can also be such a collective thing, right? In the energy of the world right now. So I'm waiting on Sue to pick her deck. And if she doesn't pick her deck, then make sure if you're next, Gina, you were here first. So Gina picked deck 1, 2, or 3. So tell me in the comment. And Amanda, Georgetti, you're behind her. So pick your deck in the comment. So I'm waiting for Sue to pick her deck. If somebody can ask Sue to pick her deck. Okay, so she says the Archangel one is talking to her. And today is Guardian Angel Day. Sorry, I got to pull my bra straps up. And this is a completely going to be an intuitive read because I do not have, like, I use the book to help me with some of these, right? So, so Amanda's picking the magic one. Sue is picking this one, and I'll wait for Gina to pick hers behind that. So I'm going to get Sue in my brain, right? I'm going to do that same thing. Take some deep inhales in, some deep inhales out, right? Ooh, woo. Sue got some stuff. Gina wants deck 2 as well. Okay. Gina and Amanda, and Sue's going to give me this card. I think this is going to be a good card for her. Do you have a specific thing that you want a card about, or just for just next positive steps? Let's just do next positive steps because that's what I was thinking already, right? That's what I was thinking already. Ooh, so you came to whenever I brought you to my mind, you were 100% sitting on my deck with a dragonfly just bouncing right in front of you. And yes, ma'am, you got, I love this card. I love this card. And I feel yeah. So here's the card, right? Isn't it pretty? She got the star, which she got an angel card, not one of the suits. And it is Archangel Hophiel or Jophiel. I think it's Hophiel, Jophiel. And it's a very deep purple card. And it's funny that this card pulled up for as far as symbolism goes because your hair color changes a lot, Sue. And whenever I try to put you in my mind's eye, a lot of times it's with that deeper burgundy color hair. I don't know why. It just always does with the shorter hair. So it's funny that came up. But I love this because it's talking about a dream come true, right? It says, believe in yourself. It's the end of a difficult situation. And yeah, I know. And so it was just funny because it's kind of speaking to me that's it. And it's like, it's just the symbolism on the card is kind of blowing my mind a little bit because number one, we were talking earlier on the phone tonight, Sue and I were, and she was complaining about like her new house she just moved into, about how some things changed, like her phone service changed. She's got all these trees around her house, and she feels like maybe the canopy of trees is affecting the cell service. But she was talking about today how the acorns are falling from the trees, right? And acorns, this is where it's going for me. I'm sorry, y'all. This is how it's working out. Is about, like how things have to like fall apart to rebloom. That's just basically the tree dropping its seed, right? To be hibernated and germinated through the winter to then grow another oak tree. And it's telling me a couple of things here. Okay, this is what it's kind of coming to me, and this is just Again, it's just weird symbolism. And this is why I'm so glad for this location because I'm going to do this next week for strangers. And I'm a little nervous because, they go and get readings and they do readings. And, it's weird how like the symbolism comes in. But it's saying to me is this, Sue. It's saying that you have to allow that past, whatever you're holding on to, whatever has still got you mad, whatever still got you just, either you have to like here's what it is. It's either here's can you see the trees? So it's either you're gonna have to like allow it to die and then to grow where you're planted, right? Like I'm gonna release it like the fall. I'm gonna just shake it from my trees. I'm gonna allow it to die and then we're gonna rebloom where we're planted. Okay. Or we're gonna rebloom where we're planted and we're gonna start afresh. Or it's saying that you're gonna have see how she's like above the it's like you have to rise above the trees, right? You have to rise above the trees and you have to either rise above it, right? You have to either rise above it, and then it's saying here that you know what you need to do because look, there's a big North Star behind it, right? It's guiding your way. And I feel like the only person is here's the thing that I think is interesting, right? The star that's guiding and giving you all the answers is over your shoulder, but you're too busy looking down on everything on the trees to like see that the answers are right. It's like right there, right? If you just look for your guiding star and you believe in that and stop trying to watch over everything that's happened, that's done, right? That tree has grown, it's dropping its acorn, that is done. It is time for, and I think that probably makes more sense that now that I said it just like that. You know what I'm saying? That's done. It's time for you now to grow where you're planted. And to it's obvious with it's got two trees. She's over top of two trees, right? And the stars right there over her shoulder, and she's trying to still like mend the trees, and it's nighttime, and the trees are asleep and they're doing their thing. Yeah. So it's a difficult situation. And it's saying right here, it's like just look over your shoulder, follow your guiding star. You know the answers. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm sorry. See, y'all, sometimes. But it's kind of, and I love the way, it's just and you can even see like there's a river running around, like there's water around all of it, right? It's like they're well taken care of. Like all the work is done for them. They're planted by a water source, they've grown tall, all of the things there. And it's just, and the angel wings, right? The angel wings show everything, right? Because we don't always see our angels, right? We don't always have the angels are not always, um we call them in when we need them, right? They look over us and make sure they keep us from like jumping off the ladder, but we don't have to like be spoon fed by them. That's the beauty of them, right? So you have to also envision yourself as that angel, right? That wing. So I don't know. I don't know. So we had Gina was next, and she no wait. Gina was next with deck two, and then Amanda Giorgetti. So that's the order we're going in next. Anybody else on here want to tag a friend, say hello? So this is my phone is blowing up all of a sudden. Oh, let me check this because I'm nosy. So that's good news. And let's see what this is. Okay, so that was all that was. Okay. So all that's good. So sorry about that. So we are going to I love you too. And like I said, sometimes I just get these it just gets these weird images and I'm trying to learn how to like make those make sense. If that makes sense. Make those make sense. So Gina and Amanda both picked the Believe in Your Magic. Yes, those two lingerie pieces behind me are kind of fire, aren't they? Aren't they kind of fire? They are both in my subscription boxes. I just put them out there so people could see what you could probably get if you went ahead and got a subscription box for lingerie, because those pieces are pretty fire. And I have some other ones that are even prettier. That they're kind of sexy. Speaking of that, if you would like to get a free piece of lingerie, maybe a free toy, maybe a free bath bundle, we have got some amazing Hostess Rewards coming up this month. So make sure that you are getting your party book either virtually or online. Over the next 3 months, there's going to be tons and tons of incentives. I'm trying to win a trip to Cancun, and I need y'all's help. So make sure you're tagging a friend in the comments for me and telling them to come over to party with Tammy. And we can incorporate all this stuff into your parties if you want to. I mean, it's up to y'all. I do it all, right? I do it all. So let's get a card for Miss Gina. Okay, Gina. All right, Gina. Your card hopped out around the back. Let me go over here to the comments, and I'm going to pull this one off. Gina wanted deck 2. So Gina is getting to pull from deck 2. And Gina, this is an interesting card as well. I don't know what this is about, but I feel you will know exactly what it's about because that's the message. It's meant for you, not meant for me, because I'm just here to tell you what it says, right? And it's got this beautiful fire, and it says the clover, and it says release your guilt. So are you harboring some guilt around something, Miss Gina? Let's look and see, because this is telling me that it almost looks like you're kind of it's guilt that you have for something you've done to yourself. Like you're harboring something that you're punishing yourself a lot harder than the rest of the world is for something, and I don't know what it is. But I got very, very, very thirsty when I said that. Like dry mouth, okay? Ooh, so I know that was right. I know that was right, Gina. That's a tell for me. Like if I say something and I'm like, that's not going to be fun to say to somebody. My mouth goes like, you better say it. You're taking all the moisture out your mouth till you do. So you just got to like go with the flow sometimes. Okay. You've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. You come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations or release yourself from the cage you've built around yourself. Hint, sometimes the first road leads back around to the second. Holy schnot, right? Okay. Here's the thing, right? Stop shooting on yourself is what this is telling me. It's like you want all the things. That's what I'm hearing, okay? But for some reason you just don't follow through. And you're mad about it and you feel guilty for it. It's like life happens, right? Life happens. Like I'm supposed to go maybe have a movie date and something comes up and life happens. But what it is you're secretly sabotaging, right? You're secretly sabotaging all those blessings because you don't feel you deserve them. And you do. You deserve every single one of them, right? So you are feeling guilty for that, and I get that. Like I would, and that's here's what it is. This is what the symbolism was telling me because I felt like this was the same exact person in this picture looking at each other. And it's like one girl is like sorry to the other girl, and they shouldn't be, right? And the other girl's trying to say like it's okay. Like here's the thing: we all make mistakes, right? Stuff happens all the time to every single person. And you are able to be kind to yourself and forgive yourself. And here's the thing, right? It's not about the setback. I say it all the time, and this is just coming through again. It's not the setback, it's the comeback, right? It's the comeback. And what this is saying is release it, right? Release it and move on. Like, okay, what has happened has happened. Let me work through that. Let me recognize when those old pattern behaviors start creeping back in. And it's a constant work in progress, right? It's a constant work in progress. Carly said, let's see here. Okay. She's off. Let me go back over here. Boom, there we go. Sorry about that. So I want you to stop stressing over that, right? I want you to stop. You're your own worst critic, is what I'm hearing, right? And that you are making it bigger than it needs to be. And we here, Gina, I'm gonna put this up here. Gina says, I have some issues. Can I get some thumbs up, some hearts, some comments in the can I get an amen if you have some issues? If you're watching me tonight on the book of faces or on the YouTubes, and you have some issues, I want you to give me some thumbs up, some hearts, and some O faces. I want you to do it right now. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I got some issues. Woo, y'all. I got some issues. Right? You got some issues. I've got some issues. We've all got some issues, right? Issues is my middle girl. My name is like in issues, Tammy, also known as Tammy Nelson. Yes, we all have some issues, girl. But here's the thing, right? You have to love yourself. You have to 100% love yourself and know that, like, take it in stride. It's what it is. I think that we always give ourselves a harder time whenever we feel like maybe we don't give it the old college try. Because there's been times, and here's what I've gotten really good at doing, right? Somebody's like, did you get X, Y, and Z done today? And I'm like, I did not get that done today. Like, oh, were you super busy? I'm like, no, I just did not get that done today. It's like I'm not even going to make an excuse for it because it was one of those things that I have on my list that I just did not want to do. I just did not want to do. So I have this like command central board up here on my thing, and I have today's plan. I have rainy day activities, must do today, make this, must do this week, and then one says notes, right? So under rainy day activities, I used to put all the things that like I hate doing. Mine is the lack of completion, right? Because yeah. Yes, you've got to love your issues. But here's the thing, Gina. All you can do is go back and try to finish it, right? Continue to push yourself to get a little closer to done, a little closer to done. And I promise you, if you do this, right? If every day you say, I'm going to do one thing to completion today for 28 days, it'll become a habit. And then at the end of 28 days, you will always be finishing stuff. I want you to really think about that and probably do a little homework on that, or I want you to do a little meditation and ask your angels, guides, and helpers, like, show me why I'm not complete. Help me figure out why I'm not completing things, right? Um, that is the kind of thing that, like, I am new in this, like, intuitive, journey with all the things, right? I'm new in this, y'all. I am what Carly referred to the other day as a neophyte. That's what she called me, a neophyte. I was like, that's exactly what I am, right? And I knew what that was because I was in a sorority. I was in a sorority in college, and you had neophyte night. And that was the night that you went from being a pledge. You got your little bracelet with 5 secrets. And then you went through initiation and you became an initiate. And then you became, involved, and you went through the whole ritual and you became a member of the sorority. So here's what I want to do, right? What I want to encourage people to understand is this. Number one, the journey is as important as the destination. The journey is just as important as the destination. And I have 100% been trying to learn that and be okay with that because I am very much, or Gina says hers is lack of completion. Mine is, I have so many things that I want to do. Like I was telling Tammy Ammon, I thought that was very related to us. Like I see all of these things that can, like I could do this and we could do this. And I had to stop, right? I had to stop and take some deep breaths a couple months ago and say, is this what to my highest and best good? Like I say, I want to know what's the highest, what's good of like my customers, my clients. Like I ask that for y'all every time. Like before I come live, I stop and I'm like, okay, calling in my angels, guides, and helpers. I'm asking you now to make me a clear and perfect channel for the message I'm about to bring to these ladies. Make sure that the people that need to hear me, right? And here's the thing: we neglect so many times that the person that needs to hear our message is us, right? Is you. So think about that, I want you to do some like momentarily take some time out to journal. And that's important little first step in it. And I would love to like have like a journaling, like accountability group or something where you just take time out and you spend time every day and you journal and you make sure that you are, writing out things in free form. And then you can go back and recall journal and you find messages all the time through that. That's a whole other story, but I digress. But Gina, I just want you to know that, we all have issues. We all are working through something. But the key is, again, it's not so much the destination, but the journey, the fact that you know that. So now when you start not completing something, what the difference is, right? Is that now that you can say that out loud. And if you journal through it and you meditate through it, what you can find out is what is the root cause? Like when you and I got together, I'd love to get together with you and do this, right? And I was like, why don't you complete that? I don't know. Why? Why don't you know? And I guarantee you, if I ask you why like so many times, we'll get to the root cause of why you don't complete something. And I do that to myself. Like I go back and I ask that question to myself. I'm like, how am I feeling right now? I'm like sad. Why am I feeling sad? And that's how you kind of like, let me help me figure this out, right? Very methodically is but that's how I do it. That might not be how you do it. And that's what I'm learning because I'm seeing like a million and one ways to learn how to hone into these skills and how to bring them and be a messenger to help others who may not have a voice or a platform. And I have both, and I feel like I need to use it, right? So bear with me as I do. But being able to help other people understand, right, that there's a million and one ways to do it. But as long as you're doing it, right, as long as you're moving forward and you're doing it, like I talk about religion and spirituality and all the things like this. So a lot of people are like, why don't you come to church? Why don't you come to church? Why don't you come to church? And my husband, he loves to be out in nature, right? He loves to be on the water. He loves to kayak. And he is a very spiritually religious person, you know. Um, all the things. But he does not feel like we've been in churches and have not heard a message. Like I have been in like all sorts like Catholic and Pentecostal and Baptist and Methodist and Presbyterian, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? I will hands to the universe, right? I will tell you, I have heard messages in every single one of those that resonated and that I needed to hear, right? But I've also gotten those messages from a meditation and the words come out, and I have notes on my phone and the words come out. Or, I'm in the bathroom and they're like, hey, go talk about this. So I know that it's important that I use my voice. And whether people think I'm crazy, whatever they want to say about me, I don't care because I know. And so my goal is to help you, other neophytes, if you're on this journey, kind of trying to figure out like why, what, who, when, what, how do I need something to kind of help me find a guiding way. Then I want to be able to allow you to have some direction, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe my brand of crazy, my brand of the method of delivery is the method that you need to hear, right? So like, yeah, I love that. So she says, nature is my church too. And that's my husband. Like he says, I can go out on a Sunday morning on my kayak on still water and sit there and watch an eagle fly across and the sunrise and the whippoorwills and the ripples across the water and fish fighting and frogs croaking and you know y'all can feel it and smell it and you know what I'm talking about, right? That morning on the water, little fog over the water, all the things. He says, and I'm very close to God, where sometimes I sit in that church and I'm thinking about there. So what's fair, right? Would I rather be here thinking about my creator and about giving thanks and gratitude and like bearing my heart and testimony, right? Or do I want to be in church mad that I'm there? Where's the intent? And the intent is what matters, in my opinion, right? The intent is what matters. And being able to recognize that and being cool in that. And so that's for me, right? That is for me. It's like I'm very much a believer, and people joke all the time about this. I hear people say it like namaste. I'm like, I am very much a believer in namaste. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you, and I respect however it is that you commune with that divine. right? That is your spiritual journey. That is your walk. And I wish you nothing but love and light. And all that I ask in return is the same thing. And I feel like if, again, it's the power of one, right? If we do that, um, if we started doing that on a more regular basis about everything, think about how much better the world would be. So, Carly started a group with Healing Sisters for the Earth, and I'm in there. We're holding intention for the Earth, and I started the Hometown Hippie page where we're talking about how there's nature's medicine, plants over pills, where we can commune and talk about how food heals. We're going to do some classes on that. We're going to do some TED Talks on, how to relax and how to have some woosah and be okay with it. Because sometimes the thing is we don't feel like we deserve that woosah, but we do. Before I get too far off on a tangent, Gina, that is your card. I want you to let go of that guilt. Let go of that guilt. Stop being so hard on yourself and start finishing stuff. That's what you need to do. So, Amanda Giorgetti, are you still on here, baby? I think you probably are. So, give me a whoop whoop or something in the comments if you are still here. Say hello. Tell me you're still here. You want next positive steps. I am going to bring you in. I'm going to take a little deep breath. I'm going to take a little sippity sip. Sippity sip. I knew you were. I think everybody's out and about in the world tonight. It's like nobody's online, it doesn't look like. So that's okay though. Y'all are, and that's all that matters, right? All right, Amanda Giorgetti. Okay, Amanda Giorgetti. This is an interesting card. All right, so I like this card a lot for you. I like this card a whole lot for you. So this is definitely a beautiful card. So you see the stars up there? See the giant North Star, like the little guiding stars here? And they're looking up at the stars and they're laying in bed. And it's like nature and the library and their bedroom. And I feel like that's for you because I feel like you spend a lot of time in your bedroom. And I feel like you need to stop that, right? I feel like you need to get out in the world a little bit. You need to like be out under the stars. You need to have some greenery in your life. You need to read some new books. You need to just see how they're soaking all that in and still looking at the stars. Here's what it says, okay? You can manifest your every wish. You're a big, strong manifester. And here's the problem. Let me tell you why I know that you're a strong, powerful manifester. I'm gonna let you know that, right? You need to stop because here's the deal. You are such a strong, powerful manifester, but you worry. And worrying is it's like manifesting what you don't want to happen. So because of that activity that you have that goes through all the bad stuff that goes through, and then you see the following, like I told you, I'm not, it's called like you think it's called like I'm a realist. Like you can't pull no crap on me because I know how things are gonna turn out. And that's what I see you doing. It's like I knew how it was gonna be. Like I feel like you saw it coming. You always see it coming. And the reason you always see it coming is because you are manifesting what's coming. And that's what I see 100%. It's like I see that as clear. It's like nobody's gonna get over on me. I'm not gonna be fooled. And and I feel it. I feel it. Like I feel your chest tighten up just now. You have a lot of anxiety right now, don't you? I want you to do me a favor and stop and go. Because wow, you are a powerful manifester. So let me read what the book says because it's coming quick. I want to see if the book is like going to give me some like better words than what I'm coming up with. So stop it, stop it. It's what keeps coming out of me, and I'm like, it's got to have some better words. Stop, stop it, like that from that TikTok. And I'm just talking smack. It's when I don't know why that keeps coming to my head, Amanda. I keeps coming. I don't know why, but did you tell somebody that recently? Like I can like talking some smack about me, and I'm like, oh, she's been taking taekwondo. She can get you. Um, the universe is waiting for you to give to give you exactly what you deserve. The universe is just waiting to give you what you deserve, right? Um, but you also have to believe that you deserve it. Holy shit, right? The universe is waiting for you to know what you deserve so it can just give it to you. It can just give it to you. That's how powerful of a manifester you are. Because you know it's true, right? I know that you know. You're like, ooh, girl, I felt it. Like, did you just call me a bad word? Because I feel like my throat chakra got hot. Like, super hot, super, super hot. Yeah. It says it's time for you to take your goals and turn them into reality, right? Yep. The way it says the universe is waiting to give you exactly what you deserve, keeping in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. And that's why the powerful manifestation. And that's why the other night we're talking about that other subject. I'm not going to bring it up here. We're sending love and light for that. But Carly was saying, imagine that in full restoration, full restoration. You feel the feeling of like all is good, all is well. There's no stress, and that's how you manifest, right? Because I feel like you definitely are able to be a powerful manifester. It's just worrying is praying for what we don't want to happen, right? And we know that thoughts are things, and then when you think that it's a giant manifestation. And that's what I say all the time. And that's why we have to change our vibration, right? We have to change the way that our minds work and redirect that into positive energy and good energy. It's like, taking out the Care Bear energy and like getting rid of the clouds and and wishing upon a star, like thinking of all the good things, right? And expecting this to happen. Because here's what I'm gonna tell you. Like I said this the other week or so ago. I was like, you know, when things are going great, we always say, right? We always are saying, um, the something, what's going to happen? Where the other shoe's going to fall, or the other thing's going to happen. Like, don't knock on wood. You don't want to jinx it. Things are going so good because you're expecting something shitty to happen, right? Like you're like, well, it can't be this good forever because we're jaded, right? We believe that we don't deserve all the good things. So you think with every three good things, 10 bad things come along with it, and so we start manifesting that bad thing to take our feet out from under us, right? We start thinking about, well, it's going to be awful when the things are going so good. I can't be this happy, and I'm going to be made to look stupid. And then we start doing all the crazy things our brains do, and then we manifest it. Like we basically make it happen. Like we just think it into existence, you know. And I mean, how many times have you even said to somebody, um, honestly, I want to ask you this question. So, you get accused of something that you haven't been doing, but you've heard it from like three people, and you say this, I might as well do it. I'm getting accused of it anyhow, right? That is the clearest way I can tell you that, right? That is the universal that, because it's saying, it's like it's exactly what that is. It's like you were like, told you. The universe is like, yep. Do you get that? Can you see how that is exactly what that is, right? You need to manifest the things that you want, right? You manifested the other shoe to drop. The universe is like, oh, I'm getting accused of going to be an asshole anyway. I'm getting accused of the other shoe. Might as well drop the other shoe, right? Might as well do it. Might as well drop the bomb. And it's funny that's kind of how it is because we all do it. We all do it. We 100% all do it. It's just sometimes you can get called on it, and then you can take when you get called on it, right? When we talk about this, and when we give this words, right? When we give this attention, when we give this a moment to talk about it, right? We all do it. And the way that the world is right now with all the negativity and all the craziness that's happening in the world, that we all do it. And being able to just have a platform to say it out loud so that maybe the three of you that are watching and myself, the next time we start putting all that negativity and that waiting for something awful to happen, and we're like, well, I'm sure there's going to be no hamburger. I mean, that's the kind of things that we're doing, right? That is the kind of intentions that's going out to the world right now. Everybody is so stressed about everything, and that is all of this energy, and it's just being pumped at the earth. Can y'all feel that? How palpable it is? How gross it feels, right? It is like sludge on the planet. So that is why I'm asking you, right? I'm asking you to start with the power of one. And again, that one person you might be able to help today is you. There you go. The one person you may be able to help today is you by changing your vibration, right? And again, one vibration changes, another vibration changes. We start lifting the, collective vibration of everyone on the planet. Maybe then we can start healing. Because until then, it is just like, honestly, I feel it, and I laugh all the time because my angels and guides and helpers, like when they give me like messages to bring forward, y'all, it's funny. Like it'll give me an image, and it was kind of like, the way that the world is right now. You remember whenever like Voldemort and the whole Death Eater army was going to attack the castle, and they're like, start like throwing up the like light into the air to like, they're like, I don't know, I gotta go get the spell now. I gotta go like watch Harry Potter. So like when they're like giving all the like the light spells and they're putting up the big protection around the Hogwarts. Um, Sending lots of prayers for your brother Amanda. But that's how it feels, right? And if we don't all like change our energy, if we don't all start raising our vibration and stop always worried about the next bad thing and start realizing that when we start being the change we want to see in the world, come on, y'all, we're unstoppable with that. And again, if my little neophyte butt, can come on live on a Saturday night at 9:52 and just ask 3 people to do it. Can you go ask 2 people to do it? Can somebody ask one? It's just the power of one, and that's where things are. So on that note, I've read for everybody that's on here, I believe. Anybody else have any questions? Anything you want to talk about tonight? Is that deep thoughts enough? I'm going to come live in the morning for Sunday sermon. I'm hoping we get a little bit of bigger turnout. I may do Sunday sermon in a couple of places tomorrow. I may do that in the VIP for sure. I may do that in Hometown Hippie. I may go ahead and put that in there because that group over there, if you're not in it already, you're welcome to join if you'd like. It is about the normalization of cannabis as medicine. Y'all know that that's not something I really hide from y'all a whole lot. I don't try to. It is legal in Virginia, and I'm completely happy to talk about it. If any questions about that, I'll answer them as well. But I did create a separate group for that because I didn't want to like overlap too much here because there's some people that just that's not their thing, and they're not here for that. They're here for a good time, not a long time, right? And they want to talk about all the things that are behind me. And speaking of all the things that are behind me, again, I'm going to be posting some deals and some extra prizes and things tomorrow to help me fill up my October and November virtual calendar. I do have like 2 Saturdays the rest of this year for in-home parties, but I do have opportunities to help you win lots and lots and lots of free shopping at your free fun ladies night. Get your girlfriends there, get your party to qualify. If you get a qualifying party of $250, that is going to get you $75 in free shopping plus a free gift. So almost $100 in free guaranteed for at least a 250 party. And from there, the benefits just go up. So either Mom and I are headed to Nags Head tomorrow, but I will try to catch Sunday sermon on the way. Mama's doing the driving. Okay. We all have a safe trip down to Nags Head. I'm going to get my butt off of here. I'm going to finish up. I'm not going to do much more tonight. I'm going to probably post like a reminder for Sunday sermon in the morning. But tomorrow I've got to work pretty much all day. I've got a lot of stuff I've got to figure out. We got a lot of October ahead of us. I got to set a party up tomorrow. So I'll be in my office working all day tomorrow. And if any of you are interested, if I can use StreamYard in the Mystical Lights group, if I can go live this way, I'll go live over here the night that I do the guest readings so y'all can see it. I'm a little excited, a little nervous. So I'm glad y'all gave me some practice tonight. I appreciate y'all for that so very much. And if you are in that other group, I know a couple of the ladies that are in that group or in this group, I will be on October 5th at 9 o'clock. So I will see y'all there. And love and light to all. Thank y'all for letting me practice tonight. Again, we have those weekend bundles are going on, and I have some overstock in the office, the flirt and stuff. And if you saw the discontinued list, Oak and Amber and Capri Dream are going on back order, and I do have a little bit of stock of Oak and Amber. So if you want to stock up, now is the time. Holiday gifts are coming. Get your partners, your sons, or whoever who gets that, get them hooked up with Oak and Amber before it's gone. So on that note, y'all, I'm tired. I'm gonna go in here and try to see my husband before 10 o'clock tonight, which is a good thing. And I will see y'all in the morning at 10 a.m. for Sunday sermon. And let me see if I can do my, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you all that. Let's see. Yeah, Sunday sermon in the morning. I had all that stuff built in. I was just not, I didn't get that far. Sunday sermon tomorrow morning. And then I'm going to tell you to get a card, say hello and tag a friend. And thank y'all for watching so very much. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the morning. Talk to you later.